What's the deal, everybody? It's your boy once again, Serpent 20 Gaming, back with another video. I just hate this shit, yo. I really do. I really do. This negativity. But it's within good reason, man. You know what I mean? Nintendo needs to change their ways. They need to change. It's just this shit's still mind blowing to me, right? Nintendo executive. We all know who he is, yo. Reggie Fils-Aimé, Nintendo's president of America, right? Every time this dude speaks, I cringe. I cringe so hard because it's like the words that come out his mouth, like half the time, if not most of the time, it just be on some bull. Like, uh, he gave out two reasons why the Switch won't struggle like the last gen console, which is the Wii U did. You know, the gaming community, you know, those who ain't trying to fight the good fight with pro Nintendo, you know, that console war bullshit. This shit right here is exactly why we have our doubts in buying the Switch. Check out my last video, but you know what I mean, I explained all this shit in great detail, and you know, but I'm just gonna take a snippet from that and just say it like this, right? Just the Switch, it looks like a Wii U. It has similar features like the Wii U, but yet they were supposed to be learning from the failure that the Wii U did. Only sold like maybe 13 million up to date. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna get right into the video. I'm just gonna read out the article real quick, and see, stop that real quick. Now, let me see. He stated he went to GameSpot for this, so I'm gonna read it out. It's no secret that the Wii U underperformed, selling around 13 million units compared to 100 million for the Wii. Nintendo's next system, the Switch, comes out in March, and Nintendo doesn't want to stumble again. Speaking to GameSpot, Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé said the company has thought deeply, quoted, thought deeply about why the Wii U came up short and concluded that there were two main reasons. Now, people in the gaming community, I'm going to continue on what I was about to say, that we've been saying this shit for a long ass time. The lack of games, you know, the drought, in which why everybody kept saying third-party support, which some of the Nintendo fanboys, we will say, like, they don't need it, they're fine with their first-party exclusives. And, you know, they like the drought. They like to wait that 4 or 5 months, you know, between first-party games and stuff like that. And then poor marketing, right? Most people didn't know what the Wii U was. People believe it was like an add-on, you know, or peripheral to the original Wii because of the whole name thing. And what made the original Wii successful, you know, selling 100 million, was the fact that they captured a majority of casuals, you know, the ones that just went out and bought it, believed the motion was, you know, great. They implemented that was going to be, you know, exercising and all that other stuff to make it seem like, you know, it's for everybody, which it was. It was for everybody. So get into that, it's like Reggie Fils-Aimé, you're basically trying to, and I said this shit in my last video. I said, look, the motion shit, they trying to bring back the Wii back again because, you know, it got majority of the whole planet, you know what I mean, like 100 million, like, you know what I mean, billions of people, but 100 million. So like it went into 100 million people's homes. Some people bought multiple and stuff like that, you know, and it was cheap. So, you know, it wasn't like it was crazy expensive compared to the other two consoles. And yeah, you know, poor marketing, so people didn't know what it was. That was the casuals, but you know, the hardcores, you know, the fans and the fanboys, you know, we all knew what it was. So that's why it lacked the sales it's supposed to get. Now, you know, he sugarcoated, but that's basically what he's saying, paraphrasing and all that stuff. And he did quote it that the Switch is supposedly mainly for a console. Like they market it as a hybrid, but it's supposed to be a home console first and mobile second. And you know, depending on your lifestyle and all that stuff, you know, people still got to do what they do. Do you want to keep it at home and you know never take it out? You can do that. And you know, if you just want to constantly put it on you know, be on the go with it, you know, you can do that too. You know, have chargeable. Hopefully, they have chargeable batteries or a charge kit, whatever. You know, a dock station. You know, you just got to dock it, charge it, pick it up, go. All that stuff. You know what I mean? So if I were to get it, that would probably have been my focus too. Like, you know, it would have been just a strictly home console and maybe only take it out when once in a blue moon. Because I don't really do that much mobile gaming anyway. You know, it's not for me. I'd rather sit at a place, you know what I mean? Arcade, my house, you know, so somewhere along those lines. But, you know, it is what it is. He quoted, Nintendo Switch is a home console you can play anywhere with anyone. Clear, compelling, he said. Well, we see the reaction by consumers, whether it measured in Twitter, trending topics, or views of videos on YouTube, or just frequency with which I get called by old high school buddies that I haven't heard from in 30 years who are asking me how to get their hands on Nintendo Switch. We have communicated the proposition clearly and it's compelling. You know, yeah, you know, it's compelling. So, you know, I ain't got nothing to say about that. It's compelling. You know, clear and concise. According to that reveal presentation, it wasn't really. People left that presentation with more questions than answers. They had more questions on top of the questions that they thought they were going to answer the first time with this reveal presentation, you know, live stream. But I digress. And, you know, the second reason is that the strong games come out frequently as a critical component to selling the Switch consoles and to keep existing users engaged. Yeah, yeah. Like people know that third party games are filler. You know, they're supposed to be shuffled in between um, exclusives, so you can get more out of your system, so you don't feel like you're just waiting for the next one. You know, waiting for the next exclusive, and having your console or handheld collect dust. You know, it's not a good look. It's comparing, you know, in contrast with the other two competitors who are flushing out third parties left and right, which that's why most people would rather have the Switch as a secondary console rather than a primary console, because it's Splatoon 2 came out, you finished that shit, you know, you mastered that whole game, you go to wait for the next one, you know, it could take a long ass time. You don't want to keep replaying the same game, especially if you destroyed it like 50, 100 times. You know, you tend to get bored. You want to move on, and you can't because Nintendo didn't come out with their next one yet, and they don't have no third party to fill it in between all that. You probably have to get to your 3DS because they show that more love than than the contrast of the other two. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we would go down as a fantastic content. The issue was to look at the reality of exactly when the games were launched, there were large gaps in between, he said. See what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same thing I'm saying. It's the same thing. So I don't want to get bashed for this shit, but I know people still going to be like trying to throw negative my way. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm trying out this approach. Rather than me just come out and say things, I'm just going to come out with this article right here. So, you know what I mean? I'm not proud of bashing Nintendo this way. Like, I really don't. It pains me. Like, you know what I mean? I started out with Nintendo. Y'all gotta realize that. I know I keep saying that shit, but it's true. Like, I have fondest gaming memories of Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, especially because I was young. Made me love gaming. But it's, you know, I'm just speaking out my ass. You know, I'm not. This ain't truth what I'm saying to you. Like, but here's the article right here. You know, GameSpot. You see it right there. So it is what it is, man. I just thought I'd just throw these news out here. You know, so it is what it is. Lack of games and poor marketing. And now with the reveal of the Switch with only like 5 launch titles, and you know the majority of the community in this and YouTube, man, they saying everybody that gets this console is going to get the Zelda real quick. You know what I mean? And I agree because that lineup, I don't really like it. Basically, Bomberman and Zelda would probably be the only two I would actually go for. The other three I can care less about. Not to say that everybody shouldn't do what I do. You know, you like what you like, but you know, I just feel like Zelda, you will get a better deal out of Zelda and Bomberman at least. Zelda's big and huge. You know, you can explore a lot of shit. You can go through secrets, find out secrets and stuff like that. You know, and with Bomberman, you can probably do like multiple levels and all that shit, trying to and possibly multiplayer. So you can use that crazy online shit on using your phone if you have a smartphone. That is, you know, who doesn't have a smartphone nowadays? It's 2017, but it is what it is. But this is your boy Serpent 20 Gaming. Like the video if you like it. You know, I hope I did something great and did something well because I gained. This is me screen sharing for the first time, so bear with me on that. It will get better as I continue on with these type of videos. Follow me on Twitter, Google Plus, PSN, Xbox Live, all that good shit will be in the description box down below. Hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button to get all my uploads. And comment. You think there were more reasons? Those, I feel like those were the two main ones. But if there were other reasons, let me know. Comment on the video. Haters are welcome as well. You know, feel free to hit that typing war shit. You know, back and forth, commenting, all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out. Get familiar with your boy. I'm out. Peace.